Hey, I'm Austin for the Squared Circle Shoot, and Wrestlemania Night 2 was nothing less than disappointing. There were a couple good moments. I mean, the Drew McIntyre, Sheamus, and Gunther match may have been the highlight of WrestleMania entirely, but other than that, Night 2 was a big letdown. Jimmy Allen performed the anthem to start it off, Kevin Hart did his cold open, whatever, and then Miz and Snoop were there. Because of course they were. Started off with the Omos versus Umis. I don't know, there's been 800 different pronunciations. Started off with Omos versus Brock Lesnar. Lesnar had a nice little entrance, nothing special, but he had the pyro going off, so that's that. Started with Omos tossing Brock. Brock Lesnar was absolutely manhandled for the first bit. They did a bear hug spot that hasn't been done in like forever. The crowd was hyped for Lesnar. Then he got chokeslammed. Lesnar managed to suplex Omos a couple times, hit a couple F5s. Or no, he hit a F5, and then he won. Brock looked kind of surprised by his win. It was a quick match. It wasn't the worst in the world, but it was short. That went into the Raquel Rodriguez, Liv Morgan versus Natalya and Shotzi versus Chelsea Green and Sonya Deville versus Ronda Rousey and Shayna Baszler. Another match that just was underwhelming. Now, there was a couple good spots where, like, Liv Morgan actually carried the match, I'd say. There was a lot of spots from her that felt good, like she hit a couple back breakers, neck breakers, whatever they're code breakers. I don't know what they call them anymore. Shotzi did a double crossbody. Liv got literally thrown onto everybody. And, of course, Ronda Rousey got the win, as I called. I also called the Brock Lesnar win with the WrestleMania 3 moment, like I mentioned in my first video. So overall, that was a underwhelming match. Then Bobby Lashley comes out, and then he walked away. They did the up, down, down gaming bit with their prediction for the Sheamus, Drew, and Gunther match, and Drew wins 42% of the time in the game. Titus O'Neil came out for commentary for the Drew McIntyre, Sheamus, and Gunther match, and the intros for everybody, it was great. They got their like little walkout. Big fire from McIntyre. Sheamus came out with the Brawling Brutes, and then Gunther and Dogg introduced Gunther. Titus called out that Sheamus will win. It was a very good match. The ending, I don't know if it was to be expected, because, you know, Gunther is the top guy. You don't expect him to lose, but it would have been cool if he did. Those big chops. Everybody had big chops, big boots. Everybody had big boots. Everybody had submissions. It was an insane... How long was the match? It was an insane match. Everybody doing every move that they had inside of themselves. Sheamus hitting the cloverleaf. The white noise, that's what it was. White noise from the second rope. An insane match. Everybody was everywhere. Sheamus and Drew were trading for a long time. Sheamus hits the brogue kick, pins, thought that was it, thought he was going to get the belt. Gunther jumps in off the top rope, power bombs both of them, wins the match. I knew that Gunther wasn't going to be the one to get pinned, but it's a bit annoying that he won. Speaking of annoying matches, Asuka versus Bianca Belair. Asuka came out. There was 4 other people with Asuka get up on, and that was pretty cool. And then she walks down in a new dress looking thing. Bianca had a whole children's dance class come out for her. Started off with Bianca being strong, and it continued with Bianca being strong. Asuka got the head up in a lot of it, but it just happened that Bianca was just a powerhouse. Absolute powerhouse. There was huge moments there. Like, it's hard to explain matches that are going this hard, you know? Like, there's so many things that can be mentioned that it gets oversighted. The match was pretty good, but when it comes down to the ending, like, sure, it was a good ending, but I feel like Asuka should have won, but, you know, that's just my own feeling. Bianca is a good superstar. She's a good champion. She deserves to be in the place that she is, but an Asuka win would have been cool. And that goes back to Miz and Snoop being in the ring. They announced the attendance, 81,400 people. That's like 160,000 in 2 days. Miz complains about the McAfee match and how I wasn't ready, yada yada. Snoop's like, okay, well, I got another match for you. Shane McMahon comes out. Shane McMahon returns. Whoa, insane. The crowd was excited, and then maybe 30 seconds goes into the match. Shane does his average little, you know, punching in the corner thing that he does in every match he's ever in, and does a little jump and tears his quad. He came back, and now he's out. Quick as that. Insane. Now, this is where the best moment of the entire WrestleMania came. And Snoop Dogg had the save of a lifetime for this bit. Like, instead of being like, oh, well, Shane's dead, I did my job. I'm out of here. He throws his glasses that are probably like $10,000, and then knocks out Miz, hits a people's elbow, like, and then he crip walks out of there. Like, that was probably the best match ever, you know? I'm joking, okay? But it was pretty cool. It was a good save to stop the time, you know? Snoop probably wasn't paid to do that, but he probably asked for it afterwards. I would. That went into the Edge and Finn Balor match. They had an Elder Scrolls boss package to start them up. Some creepy cinematic start. The cell drops. And then Brood Edge comes out. Not with Gangrel as was expected. Gangrel gets mentioned. And Edge's like ring coat had Gangrel and Christian on the back of it. The Brood set up. It was insane. He had these demon wings. He had a mirror skull mask on. There's so much to talk about just in the introduction. And then Finn Balor comes out in full demon. He has this like metal spike mohawk going on, purple smoke. He's doing a little dancey dance. He's completely in character. And this match was promising. It was going well. The Edge locking Finn against the cage, hitting him with a couple of things, kendo sticks, tables, chairs, ladders, everything. And it's going back and forth. It's going great. The crowd wants tables. You can hear them chanting, "We want tables." They get tables. The cameraman is in the way the entire time. Edge shouts out Gangrel with a couple of DDTs, and then Edge grabs a ladder. Edge grabs a ladder, and because Finn Balor threw a couple chairs on top of Edge, Edge decides that it's a good idea to throw a ladder back at him, and that splits his head abroad. Finn then took to Twitter to share the picture of his split head, and it's not pretty. I'm not going to show it because it's going to get me banned probably. And I don't feel like doing that. Edge was still fired up after this while he's getting medical attention. He's grabbing more weapons, throwing it into the ring. There's a doctor there like patching up Finn, probably like gluing it together or something. I don't know. Personally, before I saw what the actual injury was, I thought that they maybe could have let him bleed. But looking at it afterwards, he was split abroad. And maybe it was best that they did do that instead of letting him bleed all over the place, because that could have been gnarly, and it could have been one of the biggest Crimson masks we've seen in a long time. Finn Balor hits this crazy thing where he jumps from the ropes to the cage onto this little platform that I don't know if was there before for like cameras or something, or if this is an addition that they put in just for this match. And he stomps through a table because Edge just gets off of it. And then Edge closes it out with the chair shot to the head on top of another chair that put him out of misery. I think it would have been better if they let him bleed, but it was a little bit serious, so I guess they could not. Bianca had an interview where she was just thankful, you know. And the Hall of Fame class of 2023 comes out. It shows fans from Philadelphia where WrestleMania 40 is going to be. And one guy had a Undertaker tattoo on his forearm that was pretty crazy. After that goes into the Cody versus Roman Reigns promo thing. Cody comes out. His wife was there, which she doesn't be seen often. She was on AEW with him. Baby was there, and so was Brody Lee's son. He got Cody's belt, and then Reigns gets a piano ensemble for his entrance. Reigns comes out, it's him, Solo, and Paul Heyman. You can get some pyro. They mentioned the 945 days with the title, and that's a pretty big precursor to the end of the match. There's Cody chants going on as Roman is walking out. Roman Reigns gets the microphone, and you'll never guess what he says. He says, "Acknowledge me," and that's it. It was a whole ordeal, this match. Obviously, Solo was there, so there was outside interference. He hits Cody with a chair in the ribs. That gives Roman an advantage. Cody does a lot of shout-outs to his father in this match. And then he gets whipped by the belt by Solo. The ref catches on to it because he hears it, sends Solo out. That's all good and dandy. The match keeps going on. Pretty good match. You can obviously see that Cody's taking a toll. Roman also starts losing his mind halfway through. And then the Usos come out after the ref is knocked out. And you're like, oh, okay, well, Cody just got kicked in the head twice. He just got put on the ground. I guess this is over. That's sick. So glad that happened. And then Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens come out. Obviously, night 2 of WrestleMania. They still want the fans to see them. It's like a big pull. Obviously, they want to be there. They're going to give the fans what they want. They just needed a way to get them there. And that's what they did. And you think, oh, well, Yeah, they're gone now. Great. Sick. Paul Heyman distracts the ref again. Solo Sikoa comes back. Samoan Spike to Cody. Roman Reigns runs up, hits a spear, pins, and wins. Now that is a decision that a lot of people are mad at. I'm scrolling on Twitter, I'm seeing everybody be like, are you serious? Yada yada yada. Oh my god, there's no way. Now I, for one, do I think that it's the right thing to have Reigns win? He's already in the top 5 of people who have held that belt for that long. He had held it the longest time in the 21st century. They made a big deal out of that one. So coming up on 1,000 days, will he drop the belt at SummerSlam? Will he drop it in Saudi? When will he drop the belt? They gotta drop it sometime. They have another belt planned. Will it be Cody to take it? People want Seth Rollins to take it. Is Seth Rollins really up there now? He did beat Logan Paul, so that's a big show. After the show, though, Reigns had a press conference and he mentions how he challenges anyone to do what the Bloodline did, to be the next Bloodline, to take them out of the spotlight, to take them off the island of relevancy. Because until someone can, that's where they will stay. Another thing, there were rumors that Drew McIntyre was going to leave WWE. His contract's up. After the match, Drew went to Twitter and posted 3 waving emojis. Does that confirm that he's gone? Who knows? Anyway, if you like the video, let me know. Like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you thought. I'm disappointed. I'm super tired. It is 11 a.m. I've been up all night. Yeah. Bye-bye.